Boom. Here we are, man. We got that DC Direct Page Puncher Superman. But you see that logo right there. Excuse the glare. That's that Kingdom Come Superman. Welcome to Just Geeking Out. We got a fun unboxing today. Before we go any further, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we're going to go in on this figure as well as compare him to a bunch of other Superman figures, including the ones that share the same buck as him. And I got a couple other Kingdom Come Superman figures I want to stand him next to. Let's take a look at this box. Clear plastic shell, which is synonymous with the Page Punchers. DC Direct logo right here. You can see that he comes with some hands, got the card in there. I like this box. I do. And of course, you got that comic book, Justice Society of America. So even though this is the Kingdom Come character, artwork Alex Ross right here, he's actually from the Justice Society of America book, which is pretty much Kingdom Come Superman gets transported into the main DC timeline at that time. I actually collected this specific storyline years ago, so it's really cool to have a figure of that bad boy. But yeah, oh, here's a barcode in case you're looking for him. This way. I ordered mine from GameStop, and honestly, I felt like an idiot because with shipping and tax, this figure came out to $40. And I'm all for spending money on a figure, and I'm all for spending more money than I probably should on a figure. If it, if I got the money, if the budget's right, if I love it, I'll buy it. I don't care. I got a Mezco Superman. But it felt wrong. So I was in Target today and I picked this guy up and he was like $24 plus tax, like $28. So I'm definitely returning the GameStop one. I feel like he should sit around $24 plus tax, maybe $30. But $40, yeah, that's a bit much. Anyway, I just bored you. Let's get this bad boy open. Beautiful looking figure right here. Let's take a look at some of the accessories first. So he pretty much comes with just about the same exact accessories as the other Supermen who shared this body. Same as the digital Silver Age. He has these kind of outstretched hands, not really flying hands, but I guess they could be. And that's it. Except this one does come with a flight stand, which is great. I don't believe the Fleischer one came with a flight stand, which I was upset about. All Superman figures, all flying figures really should come with a flight stand. So we get this bad boy. That's an old one I had. I had a hard time standing him up and did not have the patience. And of course he comes with this card. Now this artwork right here is from Kingdom Come. Let's take a look at the back. So this is kind of like, so this is weird. So this is more of a bio of where he is in Kingdom Come, but not necessarily what he's doing in this comic back here, which is interesting. But Kingdom Come's iconic. Alex Ross is iconic. So I don't mind that. Let's take a look at this comic. Old school DC logo, pretty dope. Old school logo. This is pretty cool. I might actually read this and pop open my trunk and get the other issues because I really don't remember. But I thought it was cool when he met the modern Superman. And I guess he's flashing back to the events of Kingdom Come. It's a pretty cool read, man. But obviously inside the book, it's not Alex Ross's artwork. And she mourns this Power Girl you see at the grave of her older Superman, which is the Earth 2. So that's really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to crack this open again. I like that. I like when, you know, the multiverse lends itself to different versions of Superman meeting each other. No. Well, you're just gonna have to go right here. Let's take a look at this figure, man. So already, I mean, it's a great looking figure. Now, I actually was going to pass on this because I felt like I already have 3 of these, right? I got the Silver Age, Earth 2, and Fleischer, and I felt like, I know they share the same body, but Superman, they should. Superman from different eras, they should still look alike. But I was like, am I going to feel like I'm just getting 4 of the same figures? But I do like having like a display of Superman throughout time. So that's pretty cool. And the color is great. I mean, this Kingdom Come logo, it's I don't think it's been more relevant than it is today with the James Gunn Superman movie coming out using this logo. So this logo is like perfect typing for this figure. And the paint is pretty perfect. That belt, that golden belt buckle, which is so synonymous with Kingdom Come Superman, and painted all around, unlike the Earth 2. Love the deep blue. I mean, the colors are there. They're all there. If you see my reviews or any reviews of any of the other body bucks, I mean, the articulation's the same. He's a bit stiff, but here you go. Oh, he's really stiff. I don't want to break him. Can do the splits. Torso can go up this far. Crunch down about that far. Flying, he can look up. He can't really look up well flying, which is pretty similar to the other figures. Let's take a look at this head sculpt. I was kind of saving that for last. And honestly, he does have some graying on the sides. It's very faint. Almost too faint. You can see in the back here. He honestly looks less like Kingdom Come Superman and more just like a seasoned Superman, right? He doesn't look old. He looks like 45 kind of seasoned Superman. Whereas like, you know, this is like Superman year 1. And this is like Superman 15 years in, right? He doesn't look old man Superman. So I feel like they could have done better with that. The head sculpt is great, but as far as just the aging him, he looks young for Crisis. And if you darkened up the hair, use a little paint to darken up the hair, this could be your like Superman figure, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? But it's a beautiful head sculpt. Right, because sometimes I'll have my figures, you know, I pose them together, and the Silver Age Superman looks young to be standing next to like my John Kent Superman figure. Like this Superman looks too young to have had a son. So like you can honestly pop this head off and do a head swap. And we're gonna do that in this video, so we don't have to use our imagination. But anyway, where we are now, I think I mean, this is the best Superman body McFarlane's ever made. He's amazing. It's a perfect body. It stands as tall as the other figures except Power Girl and Wonder Woman. But Wonder Woman, I don't mind being a little taller. Amazon. And the colors are perfect. And mine doesn't have any QC issues. Probably going to keep him fisted, but I'll just show you this. And, you know, these hands, they're big hands. They're huge. That's why I don't even put them on them. Yeah, I'm taking that off. They're so big. They're so big. That's what she said. Or that's what he said, you know? No judgment. But they're so big. Oh, man. Okay, let's get him up here with some other figures. And here we have them all standing together. Supermen from different eras in time. Now, does it come off like Superman from different eras in time? Or kind of like I just bought 4 of the same figures? So first up, I already showed you guys these two together, but this is pretty cool, man. You know, I can imagine these two meeting and he's just like, what happened to you? You don't want to know, son. But the same figure. But it's amazing how much a change in color, of course, a change in the logo and a different head can literally just completely change the whole feel and tone of the figure. I mean, it's kind of cool thinking about these two meeting. Same belt. Now, I saw someone put the Reeve trunks on him. I might give that a shot. I don't know. The belt loops are a little thicker. And then I think these guys I want are the same exact color. Okay, of course his belt is just yellow and his is golden, beautiful touch. Of course, capes are exactly the same. Whereas this one, as you guys know, has an S on the back, as he should. These two are the most alike. Honestly, if I did this, you wouldn't know who's who, right? You can't even tell. So, yeah. So I'll probably have these guys not together if I pose these all together, but it's pretty cool. And then I'm really tickled by this one because they're both old Supermen, but had completely different outcomes, right? This one kind of got to grow old with Lois, even in some pocket universe. Whereas this one, you know, lost everyone he loved because of the Joker, right? Kingdom Come. So completely two different older Supermen. One I have to imagine more joyful and optimistic, and one a little bit more skeptical and hardened. So that's kind of cool to have Supermen that are around the same age as opposed to, although this one looks older. And this isn't a great head. I mean, it's honestly a good head sculpt, but not a great Superman head sculpt. But the work is amazing. And I would have preferred Kingdom Come to have like as much, like, you know, the gray here is just a little bit more, you can see it. And I'm so happy they fixed, see that line right there in his collar? I'm so happy that they fixed it on all the other Supermen. And I have one more figure that shares the same body. And that's this icon figure right here. And, you know, with paint, like I don't even see the same buck. Because the paint apps are just so specific here and so cool here. And then the cape material is different. I don't even see the same figure. Of course, the diaper is different too. In case you wanted to see him standing with someone. Same buck. All right, let's play around with some head swaps. Not too many. We'll see how easy it is to take this off. I don't feel like getting, oh, that's pretty easy. I didn't feel like getting hot water. Should be more prepared for these things. Okay, that didn't come off the way I wanted it to. So we're just gonna, but see, that's where, that right there is where you have your seasoned Superman. And he doesn't look old. He looks just like he's not a kid anymore, right? If I want to grab this figure right here, this John Kent Superman figure. Hold on 1 second. Like, that works. I gave him the Superman, I gave him the Superboy Prime head. Felt like that fit better. Skin tones don't match that great, but it's fine for me. But like, right, and I gave him a old school Kenner cape. But like, right, like that, I see father and son here. That works. If that's where you want to go. You know, I have another Kingdom Come coming and I'm going to return him. But if I didn't and I had another digital, like I would probably just make an older Superman to go with the family a little bit more. You know? To go with the family just a little bit more. Because you have this more mature Connor Kent, and that works with this Superman. Whereas this guy, he's a bit too young to be standing with him. But, you know, I'll do what I want on my shelf. But I think that works really well. The peg didn't come out the way I wanted it to on the Silver Age head, because as you can see, it's still in there. So I'm not going to do all the work it takes, but just, you know, you can use your imagination. You can see that right here. Skin tones are a match. That's interesting. Doesn't really work, but it's still interesting. Oof. Dropping heads. And do you guys want to see what the Fleischer may look like? Yeah. Very. It would sit a little higher, but I mean, this head works. Like it's really just a Superman head. They didn't make him look too old. So it just works as a regular Superman head. You know? Year 1, year 15. If you want to believe Superman ages that significantly. Now skin tone matches, you know, and so yeah, like most of these Supermen, they work. They work on different bodies because the skin tones match. And they are all pretty much traditional Supermen, except this guy. This guy's the weird one. But anywho, let me get all these heads back on. I won't make you sit through that. Let's take a look at him with him and some other Kingdom Come figures I have. Let's take a look. And here we are. I only have 2 other Kingdom Come figures. And first up is this joint. I can't remember if it's DC Collectibles or the old school DC Direct. But I got this guy. Really loved it back in the day. No real articulation. I mean, the legs can't even. But it's a really cool figure. Love the head sculpt. Loved how the cape just had so much character. Definitely dated, but the paint is great. I love how his S was kind of engraved. It's raised without it looking like there's a plate on it. Really dig this figure. I do think, and I will say, I think this figure is inferior to this one, but there are a lot of things this figure gets right. I love the wrinkles they add where the cape tucks in, and how wide this is around his chest. It's very Alex Ross. And like the sideburns, they should be that white around. You know, he is older. And even the face sculpt, like the wrinkles, he looks older than he does. So there's a lot of things this figure got right, and I love it. And to be honest with you, the only Kingdom Come figure anyone ever really needs, if you want one, is this bad boy from Pop Mart. This is a beautiful figure, cloth goods all around. I did a full review on this guy. Hit the playlist of reviews if you want to see it. But like, this figure's absolutely beautiful. He's part of the reason why I didn't have to get him. He wasn't a must have, you know. He was a must have. And I would say the Fleischer, I don't know if he was a must have, but he was an incredible want. But Kingdom Come, honestly, I was kind of on the fence with him for a while. And a lot of it's because I got this guy. Now, he serves a completely different purpose. You cannot put him with your DC Multiverse figures. But he is one of those, like, you don't need another 6 and 7 inch Kingdom Come figure if you already have this guy. I mean, look how beautiful it is. And that Alex Ross face, I mean, it's sculpted like a hot toy. You're not going to find a better Kingdom Come face sculpt, especially in this scale. So yeah, this one, blows him out the water. Like, I only got him to pose him with other Supermen, because it's kind of cool to have the same but different Supermen all in a similar scale, like they're part of the same multiverse, DC multiverse. But if I wasn't gonna put him with other figures, then I would have never gotten him, because this guy does it. I mean, he's great. He's great, and it's something Mcfarlane could have got. Like, I'm not expecting the level of detail in the face sculpt as the Pop Mart, but he's just not old enough. That's my only real critique, is he's not old enough. Out of curiosity, just out of curiosity, I wonder, this peg is probably gonna give me problems. Sits too high, but if I got a smaller peg, I think the sizes aren't that off. So if I got a shorter peg to bring his head down lower, that would be cool. That's what it should look like. Now, of course, I'm not doing that, but there is a deluxe version that gives you 2 heads with this. I don't have that. But if I did have the deluxe version, I might entertain it. But I was just curious to see what that would look like. But yeah, kind of my Kingdom Come Superman collection right here. And I just dropped the most expensive one. It's pretty cool. So all in all, I'm very happy with this figure. Like I said, his head could be aged way more, but I'm pretty happy. I think if I would have stuck with that GameStop figure, which would have been $40, like $41, I definitely would have had buyer's remorse. But finding him in the store, getting him for $24 plus tax, that feels about right. I can feel good about that. Love this figure. Not perfect, but definitely one you might want to get if you're a Superman fan and you don't have a Kingdom Come figure already. It's pretty cool. Dig it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Same super time, same super channel. Peace.